Come on, are you serious? Right, guys, BATJAC J.W. Spray painting your guns or your firearms. Is that something crazy or, no, I'm not sure. I'm not the first person to do it. I actually thought about this a long time ago, but, I'm not the only one that does it. You can search through YouTube. There's many people that do it, upon thousands. Mr. Holster did it. Mr. Holster spray painted his gun. Anyway, no, all kidding aside, think about this, okay? Here's something to keep in mind when you do it. It's not something, you can get rid of it. You can, I've done it. I've taken guns, I've painted them, and I didn't like it later, so I changed it back to its original state. I had a 1911 that was a blued one that I didn't even sand the surface of it, nothing like that, okay? I just spray painted it, and it held up pretty well. And when I went to remove it, I just took a toothbrush and threw on some rubber gloves and sat there with some parts cleaner from the auto parts section and just removed the paint. It took a little bit of effort, but I did remove it. It wasn't permanent, okay? I've even spray painted a polymer lower from I think it was a Ruger pistol or something. So you can do it. Now, if you guys have been following the channel recently, or you just came across the videos that I had purchased this, got this Inland 1911. One of the things I was not satisfied with, because it's a World War II replica, was Inland had changed their color, and they did this in Parkerized black. So I went ahead and I thought about, I said, oh, I Cerakote it or send it back to them. I was in contact with them, and I'm not going to rehash the story or anything, but anyhow, I decided, well, I contacted a guy. I was like, should I Cerakote it? But then I didn't want to invest more money into it, that kind of money. So I went to Walmart, and I'm not joking. I mean, seriously, $3 and bought this. And this is kind of not really like, it's a great, perfect color. It's not like, I guess, to be blunt, not puke green, but it's that perfect kind of green tinge, yeah. So it works. Now this, give or take, this gun actually had a kind of a rough texture to it to begin with, so the paint stuck really well. And that's kind of neat thing about it is you have artistic license and just go ahead and do it. And again, the thing that made me really, just in a sense, pun intended, pull the trigger on this project was the fact that I could reverse it. And that's the thing to keep in mind. You can reverse this process. Granted, you want to be careful of certain things. I mean, you want to look at what it's going to take to remove the paint. You're going to either use acetone, paint thinner, or something like that. Lacquer thinner, something like that. So you want to make sure that, obviously it's not going to hurt the metal. So you want to, keep that in mind, what it is you're painting, and if you're going to remove it, what chemicals you're going to use to remove it. If you don't want to hurt the product, your actual firearm parts or pieces or whatever. So the cool thing about doing the job myself, was I actually got to do the whole thing, which I own a authentic World War II 1911, and to get the hammer, the beaver tail, and all the parts and controls all the same color like I wanted it to match, and including the mainspring housing and everything like that, there you go. So the beaver tail was smooth. I didn't buff it or sand it or anything like that, so it's slightly rubbed off. I could always remove that and sand it and spray paint it again, so it'll stick better. But the actual surface of this, it's stuck pretty good. So anyway, I just wanted to kind of just talk a little bit about doing that to your firearm. Some people are shocked when they hear it, and some people are like, hey, no, I've done that. Or, or some people just, you don't think much of it. But yeah, that's the thing is to keep in mind, like I kept in mind, was the fact that you can actually reverse this process if you wanted to. But the cool thing was this turned out into something I really like, and I'm very happy with it. And I did it all for $3 for a thing of spray paint, and literally for my degreaser, I kid you not, I went there and bought a 90-cent bottle of fingernail polish remover that was 100% acetone that didn't have the vitamins E in it or anything like that. It was just straight acetone. So it was cheaper than buying a big old half gallon or pint or whatever of it. And, you know, so I tried to cut the cost on doing this by every possible penny. So, you know, being able to do this whole project for like under $5, you know, it was like $3 and some change for this, and, you know, 90 cents for the fingernail polish remover, you know, and then there you go. So thanks for watching, you guys. I'm BATJAC J.W. Like, share, and subscribe. And thanks for looking at the channel and liking the videos.